Okay guys, here is the 2023 C43 Amg. I actually just had to record. Basically, it's my second attempt recording this because my camera died. But let's get into it. So here we have the 2023 C43. We have the black panoramic grille, or Panamera, whatever you want to call it. I do like how it has I just like this style. It's black, it's aggressive. I don't know if this car had the midnight package, but I'm pretty sure it does. So now we're just gonna walk over. We have the W206 here. You guys can see the lights. Standard is the same C-Class, but we do have these silver calipers with the AMG logo. Also, we have these Michelin wheels on here. Comment down below and let me know what you think about these wheels. I think they actually look pretty nice. If it was me personally, I would go with all black, or I'd probably just go with a different style. But you guys see here, we have the turbo badge. It's kind of interesting, the turbo electrified badge. It's interesting because I'm used to seeing it say bi-turbo. So yeah, you guys can get a quick look of the interior, but I'm gonna go into that a little bit later. Then you can see we have some 265 Michelin sports in the back. Now we're coming over to the rear. I actually really like this. I think the tips honestly look a little bit more flush than the W205. I do know that it's, you know, it's fake tips, but I do think this one just looks a little bit more realistic, especially looking up close. I like how far the tips stick out. I'm gonna go a little bit closer, and then you can see the diffuser. You know, it could be a little bit more aggressive, but then again, I understand this is a C43, not a C63, so maybe the C63 one is a little bit more aggressive looking. But one thing that caught my eye immediately was the AMG trim. Now it's like in some type of brushed, I guess maybe brushed aluminum or black. I don't really know how to describe this color, but it flows so well, and honestly it looks a lot more elegant than just a regular black because it still has that shiny appeal to it. So now let's go into the interior, and mind you, this is my perspective just as a W205 C43 owner, so I'm going to tell you guys what I like and some things that I do not like. But first, we're going to have this red interior with the black. Honestly, I think it looks very good. As you can see, we have our door controls right here. We have heated and cooled seats. One thing that I immediately noticed was pretty much this. I feel like you don't get as much arm space. Now, it may just be me because I have pretty long arms. I'm 6'3", so I just noticed that it feels a little bit shorter, and also this kind of just feels like something out of the CLA 250. I recently was in one and I had it as a loaner, and it kind of just gives me that vibe. But these are just things I noticed right off the bat. I do like these mirror controls right here. I think it looks very nice. Definitely an upgrade just in general on the interior. But now we're gonna go in here. We have this carbon-like material right here on the dash. We also have the screen. You guys know we have the two screens in here. We're gonna get in here a little bit more. And I like these. I like these air condition controllers. I think they look better. They honestly feel about the same as the ones in like the CLA. So I'm not saying it feels cheap, but it is kind of plastically. But I do like, honestly, the overall finish. I think it looks very good. So now I'm going to show you guys the seats. Honestly, I think if I were to go with another C-Class, I would get this interior. It's just enough black, but it's also enough red to make it pop. Now, since we are inside the cabin, I can show you all of the new things about the C43. One, I know this steering wheel is in a few W205s where it has the Alcantara right here. And the only thing I will say about the Alcantara is that it wears very easily. I think over time, maybe even a year or so, between all the oils and stuff that you have on your hands, I think it's gonna get kind of matted. So I wouldn't go for this option, but overall this steering wheel looks amazing. Right here we have the basically it changes the modes right here. I like this. I do like how the screen is changing with it, but we're gonna keep this in Sport Plus mode because the one thing kind of a knock that I have on the C43 is that it is a 4-cylinder. And I was wondering how that sounds. I'm gonna do some more driving footage to let you guys know. We have the performance exhaust on. I can turn it off right here. I'm gonna give you some revs. Okay, we do have some nice pops right there. Now let's put it on. Let's see how it sounds. Okay. It does have those deep burbles that I was honestly not expecting out of this. So yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised by that, not gonna lie, guys. Now, I'm not now I will say this is not something that I really researched, because the C43 honestly wasn't in my mind, at least this one, but now I'm gonna get the real experience, so hopefully it can change my mind. So I'm pretty much learning as you go. This is not an interview where I'm gonna claim to know everything, or not an interview, but it's not a video where I'm gonna claim to know everything. I'm pretty much just learning and looking around and trying to figure out what's different. The main thing I see is this new infotainment system. It's gonna show you where I'm at, but I guess it doesn't matter. Actually, I'll probably censor this out. But yeah, let's go to automatic car wash mode. That's interesting. I don't know what it does in here, but let's see. Interior protection. Let's click that on. We want that on. Notifications. Let's see. Like I said, guys, this wasn't, I didn't even know my car was in the shop getting fixed. They had this loaner. I didn't even know that they had this available. So yeah, I'm pretty much, I didn't do as much research as I should. Let's see the AMG performance. Okay, from start, let's see engine. Oh, this is a nice screen. Let's see. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, okay. All right. One thing I noticed is that it has 2 sunroofs. So let me go ahead and, okay, it's like a little touch button right here. Pushing this one back. Okay, so they both go back at the same time. That's nice. That is really nice. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, guys, so I'm getting in the back seat. This is how much room I have, and this is my seated position. One thing I just noticed was this headrest. Like, this kind of, it's an interesting material, but I do think this has more room than mine. I am 6'3", so you guys can see that my head is in here. It wouldn't be the most comfortable, but if it was only like a 30-minute ride, very doable. This is how much space I had, and this is how my seat was adjusted. So I'm 6'3", sitting in the back. So I definitely think you could fit 4 adults in here. But yeah, here's how the back looks with this material. But yeah, I like how I really like this interior. I really like, I'm not even gonna hold you guys. It looks very nice. It reminds me of like the S-Class. Like, it really feels like this is like a CLS on the inside. As far as it being an AMG, I mean, that's on another hand. But if we're talking about just interior quality, the C-Class has really stepped it up. Only got 53 miles on here. You see this? It is your boy Robb. Shout out to him. So one thing I know you guys wanted to see was this Handcrafted engine by Brick Gerald. Here is how it looks. 4-cylinder, it actually sounds pretty good. Now, does it sound like an AMG? No. But does it sound good for a 4-cylinder? Yes. So I will give it some credit on that. It's kind of heavy traffic right now, so I can't do too many pulls the way I want to do them. All right, to start off, my drive in the C43. I really enjoy the car, but if I'm solely comparing it off the W205 the previous year, I have to go with the W205. It's more of a fun drive. It does pop and bang, but it just doesn't have those aggressive ones like the W205 C43. Just another look around it. Did have a lot of fun, but mainly just with the interior. I think the interior on the W206 is I think it's a nice step up. It does have a very premium feel. That's what I like. I do like this carbon fiber too. That's one thing I do wish I had in my car. It looks like everyone just went with the tablet screens, which I mean, those look nice. I think the ones where they're kind of encaved has a more like cleaner, more, I guess, elegant look. But I will still give them points on this. But from an AMG C43 W205 owner's perspective, I do like the W205 better.
Told her, baby, don't mess with the hoes. If she say she get a bankroll, new mink fur and white pretty toes. Lost her money, that's just how I go.